I'm in my music room today, and we're going to be reading a wonderful story from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta. But first of all, let's offer our obeisances to our spiritual teachers and Krishna. I'm going to be playing a different instrument this week. This is my keyboard. Do you have a keyboard? On a keyboard we play chords and we play notes just like we can on a guitar. I'm going to be playing a C chord, a G chord, an A minor, and an F. You may already know how to play chords at home on your guitar, but if you don't, it doesn't matter because you can clap your hands, or you can play a shaker, or a drum, or anything else you have. I'm going to be choosing some different sounds on my keyboard. They're samples of real instruments. I'm going to pick some strings and a piano. Sounds a little bit like an orchestra then. So now we're going to be reading from this Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta. We're going to be reading about Madhavendra Puri and the milk pot. Because a long time ago, Sri Chaitanya, when he was travelling through India, he came to a place called Ramuna. And there was a beautiful temple in Ramuna where a very attractive deity was called Gopinath. The story about how this deity came to that temple in Ramuna was told previously to Lord Chaitanya by his spiritual master Ishvara Puri. And this deity was very famous. He was known as Kishor Cora Gopinatha because he once stole a pot of sweet rice. Lord Chaitanya then began to narrate that same story to his devotees while he was staying in the temple. Once, a great devotee of Krishna, known as Madhavendra Puri, travelled to Vrindavan to the place of Govardhan Hill. Madhavendra Puri was feeling very ecstatic with love of Krishna upon seeing the places of Lord Krishna's pastimes. When he took his rest under a tree, an unknown beautiful cowherd boy approached him and placed a pot of milk in front of him, saying to him, "Oh Madhavendra Puri, please drink this milk I have brought for you." When Madhavendra Puri saw the beauty of the boy, he became very satisfied, and hearing his sweet words, he forgot all about his hunger. He then asked the cowherd boy, "Who are you, and how did you know I had been fasting?" The boy replied, "Sir, I am a cowherd boy, and I live in this village, and no one fasts here in this village. Some people drink only milk, but if a person asks for food, they will be supplied nice eatables. The women who came here to take water saw you, and they supplied me with this milk and sent me to you. But I must go now and milk the cows. I shall return to take back this pot from you later." The boy left, and indeed, he suddenly disappeared. Madhavendra Puri's heart was filled with wonder. After drinking the milk, he washed the pot and put it aside and waited for the boy to return. Madhavendra Puri could not sleep that night. He sat and chanted the Hare Krishna mantra all night until he dozed off a little and had a wonderful dream. He dreamt that the same boy came to him holding his hand and took him to the bush in the jungle and said,
"Sir, I reside in this bush, and because of this I suffer very much from the cold, rain and winds and scorching heat. Please bring the people of the village and get them to take me out of this bush. Then have them put me nicely on top of the hill. And please construct a temple on top of that hill and install me in the temple. After this, wash me with large quantities of cold water so that my body may be cleansed. Oh, for many days I have been watching you and wondering, when will you come and serve me here? I have accepted your service due to your ecstatic love for me. By the way, my name is Gopala, and I am the lifter of Govardhan Hill. When I was installed here in a temple, the Muslims attacked, and the priest who was serving me hid me in the bush in the jungle and ran away in fear. I have been here a long time, so it is good you have come. Please remove me with care." After this, the boy disappeared from his dream, and Madhavendra Puri woke up and began to think about what he was told. Oh, he became very sad. "I actually saw Gopala face to face and didn't even realize it was my Lord Krishna." He then cried for some time, but then fixed his mind on the instructions he was given, and he became very calm. He took a bath and went to the village to tell people about what he'd been told in his dream. He said, "In this jungle is lying the Gopala deity of this village, and we need to rescue him. The bushes are very dense, and we will need large choppers and spades to clear a path through the jungle to find him." Everyone was very excited after hearing this news, and they went through the jungle with Madhavendra Puri clearing a path as they went. Finally, they saw the deity. He was covered in dirt and grass, and they were struck with wonder and pleasure. After they cleansed the body of the deity, it took many of the strongest men to lift him to the top of the hill, and Madhavendra Puri also went there. And do you know how they made a throne for the deity? Well, they put a big stone down, and they placed the deity on top, and then another big stone behind to support him. The priests of the village gathered together with water pots. They went down with 900 water pots down to the Kunda, which is called Govinda Kunda, which is a lake, and they took the water to wash the deity. Everyone in the village heard about what was happening and came, and there was a big festival. People danced and played instruments and sang and chanted. Various foods were brought and offered to the deity, and Madhavendra Puri began the bathing ceremony.
Radha Krishna Govinda, Radha Krishna Govinda.
The deity was then dressed nicely and decorated with sandalwood pulp and tulsi garlands. More and more people heard about the ceremony and the deity, and brought many offerings like rice and dal and lots of sweets. There was so much food that it covered the whole top of the hill. Everything there was eaten by Gopala, but the food still remained in the same spot, sitting there on the hill. Only the devotees can understand this. This amazing ceremony was arranged just in one day. Everything can be accomplished by the potency of Krishna. After the Lord was laid down to rest on the bed, Madhavendra Puri asked the Brahmin priest there to feed everyone, and everyone gathered to sit down and enjoy the prasadam. Prasadam is the word given to food which has been offered and accepted by the Lord. Later, when the news of this deity spread throughout the villages, many people came to see him and continued with this bathing ceremony for many years. The news spread further to the large cities like Mathura. One day, the news reached a very rich man. He was also from the royal order, which means he was maybe a prince or a king. And he paid for the construction of a lovely temple for the worship of the Gopinath deity. This is a photo of the Kishor Cora Gopinatha deity, also known as the Lord Gopala deity. Isn't he just so beautiful? This photo is of the actual spot where Srila Madhavendra Puri discovered the beautiful deity of Gopala. A hut has been built there so people can come and pay their obeisances to Madhavendra Puri and remember this pastime. This is a photo of a temple on top of Govardhan Hill. This is the actual place where Madhavendra Puri installed the deity of Gopala. The temple has since been rebuilt, and the original deity of Gopala has been moved to another place. Presently, there is a Govardhan Shila being worshipped in the temple, because the actual deity was taken away in 1670 when the Muslim tyrant leader unleashed a reign of terror on Vrindavan. So the deity was moved to safety to a place called Navadvara. Where's Gopala? Joshua and I played a game in the garden where I hid Gopala in the bushes, so we could remember the pastime of Madhavendra Puri searching through the jungle looking for the Gopala deity. Come and look for Gopala with Joshua. He's hiding somewhere. Why not play this game at home too? Where is Gopala? Wonder where he is.
Yeah, I wonder.
To check in the plants. Oh, where is Gopala? Gopala! Where's Gopala? Is he in this bush? No. Is he in this bush? I wonder where he is.
Yeah.
You got your stick to try and cut through the thick jungle to look for him? Is he in there? Nope. Is Gopala in there?
No.
No. Is Gopala in this bush? Can you see Gopala in there? No. Where is he? Is Gopala in there? No. You might have to go through the bushes to find Gopala. Do you? Is Gopala in there? Go through the bushes. Oh, there's Gopala. You found him. He's quite dirty. We might need to wash him. Coming out, back through the bushes. Now it's time to bathe Gopala with pots of cold water.
Radha Krishna Govinda, 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 Radha Krishna Govinda.
Haribol, my dear friends. You've not met me before. My name is Tilak the Tiger. I love remembering the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, especially the time he walked through the thick Jharkhand forest and my family was there and they became full of love of Krishna upon seeing the Lord. And they chanted and danced. Do you know that story about Lord Chaitanya? Let's watch it now. My friends made a shadow puppet show of it. Oh, I do love shadow puppets, do you?
One day, Lord Chaitanya decided to go to Vrindavan. At that moment, he was in Jagannath Puri, so he talked with his devotees and told them his thoughts. They desired for him to take one wonderful Brahmin to serve him on his journey, so he took along with him Balabhadra Bhattacharya. When the Lord went through the forest chanting the holy names of Krishna, all the animals let him pass. Balabhadra Bhattacharya was very afraid upon seeing these huge animals, but by Lord Chaitanya's influence, they stood to the side. One day, a tiger was lying on the path, and Lord Chaitanya, as he was walking along, in ecstatic love, touched the tiger with his foot and said, "Chant the holy name of Krishna." And the tiger, to Balabhadra Bhattacharya's surprise, immediately got up and began to chant and dance, "Krishna, Krishna, Krishna." Another day, while Lord Chaitanya was bathing in a river, a herd of elephants came there to drink water. And while the Lord was bathing and chanting, the elephants came before him. Lord Chaitanya immediately splashed some water on the elephants and asked them to chant the names of Krishna. Krishna, 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 he said. And some of the elephants fell to the ground, and some screamed in ecstasy. Seeing this, Balabhaja Bhattacharya was extremely surprised. Sometimes Lord Chaitanya would loudly chant, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hearing his sweet words, all the does came near him. And hearing Lord Chaitanya chanting, all those does followed him left and right. While Lord Chaitanya was walking through the jungle, 5 or 7 tigers came along, and joining the deer, the tigers began to follow the Lord. When Lord Chaitanya saw the tigers and deer following him, he remembered Vrindavan and recited this verse. Vrindavan is the transcendental abode of the Lord. There is no hunger or anger or thirst there. And although humans and fierce animals are usually enemies, in Vrindavan they live together in friendship. When Lord Chaitanya said, chant Krishna, Krishna, the tigers and deer began to dance and chant, Krishna, Krishna, hey, Krishna, Krishna, hey. When all the tigers and does danced and jumped, Balabhadra Bhattacharya saw them, and he was struck with wonder. Indeed, the tigers and deer began to hug one another, and touching mouths, they began to kiss. When Lord Chaitanya saw all of this fun, he began to smile, and finally he left the Jharkhanda forest and went on his way.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In every village from northeast to south, wherever the Lord took his rest or pass, spreading up for God from his lotus mouth, the holy name pierced everyone's heart. The Lord said wonderful chanting, left the animals all dancing, and all those who were near, the holy name they could hear. When Sri Chaitanya reached Jharkhanda forest, no matter how simple or uncivilized, all the people who came to see him became awakened with love and self-realized. The Lord's loud, wonderful chanting left the animals all dancing, and all those who were near, the holy name they could hear. The Lord traveled on for many a day, passing forest, villages and roads, teaching of Krishna on his way, increasing static symptoms love he showed. Lord's loud, wonderful chanting left the animals all dancing, and all those who were near, the holy name they could hear. On reaching Vrindavan, the deer, cows, birds, trees and plants came in. The Lord embraced all one by one, and sported as old friends having fun. Jaya Logaranga, Lord Hari, Jaya Logaranga, Hari Nama, Jaya Logaranga, Lord Hari, Jaya Logaranga, Hari Nama, Hari Bo.
Hurry, bowl, spirit souls, I'm back. Did you watch the shadow play? How many tigers did you see? Can you remember the name of the man who travelled with Lord Chaitanya? That's right, His name was Balabhadra Bhattacharya. That's a big name, isn't it? Well, I'm off. I'll see you soon.
Haribo! It was nice having Tilak the Tiger join us today. What do you think, Tilak? Shall we sing everyone a song?
Yes.
Well, this song is one Lord Chaitanya was singing as he was walking through the Jharkhand forest. And it goes like this. Krishna, 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 hey. Krishna, 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 hey. Well, what do you think, Tilak? Is it time to go now?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, well, we'll see you next time, everyone.
Govinda, Govinda, my friend.